In an incident that shocked Hollywood, the FBI raided Gene Hackman's mansion, and what they discovered left everyone in disbelief. A famous star, a cinematic legend, but behind the doors of that lavish home lay secrets no one could have expected. If you're curious and want to know the surprising details the FBI uncovered in Gene Hackman's mansion, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss the exciting videos coming up. Share this video with your friends to explore these shocking secrets together. Let's dive into the story and uncover everything right now. A shocking revelation was uncovered at Gene Hackman's mansion, sparking intense speculation about the mysterious circumstances surrounding the deaths of the Hollywood icon and his wife, Betsy Arakawa. Their bodies were discovered inside their sprawling estate in Santa Fe, New Mexico, leaving authorities and the public in a state of utter confusion. At first, authorities reported no signs of foul play, with early indications pointing to a possible carbon monoxide poisoning. However, the investigation took a dramatic shift as new questions began to emerge, leading to further scrutiny. The investigation was broadened after maintenance workers, performing regular duties on the property, found the front door ajar and two dogs roaming freely around the area. What left everyone even more perplexed was the discovery of a dead dog inside a cage on the property. Investigators observed signs of decomposition on the bodies of Gene Hackman and Betsy Arakawa, suggesting they had been deceased for a considerable period before being found. Betsy Arakawa was discovered in the bathroom near a table, with pills scattered around and an open bottle of medication nearby. This led investigators to consider the possibility of an overdose, a medical emergency, or something more sinister. A seasoned investigator remarked that the situation was highly unusual, and these new findings only deepened the mystery surrounding the cause of death. "I've dealt with thousands of death cases throughout my career, but this one is truly baffling," the investigator said, regarding the deaths of Gene Hackman and his wife, Betsy Arakawa. The fact that both passed away at the same time without a clear explanation has sparked considerable confusion. Upon arriving at the scene, federal investigators were taken aback by the state of the victims' bodies. A source familiar with the investigation described the investigators' reaction as one of complete shock, noting that while they were used to handling death scenes, this particular case was unlike anything they had encountered before. The extent of decomposition gave the eerie impression that time had frozen within the house. Some officials questioned how such a well-known actor and his wife could have gone unnoticed for so long while their bodies were in the midst of decaying. Authorities are now awaiting the autopsy results to provide clarity on what really happened. They are exploring all possibilities, from natural causes and accidents to potential criminal explanations. Gene Hackman, at 95 years old, has passed away, leaving a profound loss in the film industry. He was one of Hollywood's greatest actors, having won an Oscar for his roles in Unforgiven and The French Connection. Hackman is perhaps best known for his portrayal of Lex Luthor in Superman, and many fans also fondly remember his performances in The Royal Tenenbaums. Film experts have lauded his versatility in effortlessly transitioning between genres, from action and drama to comedy, as showcased in Get Shorty. A film historian commented that Hackman was a dependable actor, bringing depth to his dramatic roles and a true sense of humor to his comedic performances. After retiring in 2009 due to health reasons, Hackman made very few public appearances. His last public appearance was in 2003 when he was honored with the Lifetime Achievement Award at the Golden Globe Awards. He was last seen with his wife at a restaurant in New Mexico in 2023, where he appeared frail, walking with a cane and holding his wife's hand for support. The news of Gene Hackman's passing sent shockwaves through the Hollywood community, with many expressing their heartfelt condolences. Gwyneth Paltrow, who collaborated with Gene Hackman on The Royal Tenenbaums, shared an emotional tribute on social media. She posted a photo of the two of them along with a broken heart emoji after news of his passing broke. After the bodies of Gene Hackman and his wife, Betsy Arakawa, were found, the New Mexico Gas Company was called to investigate the potential for a gas leak, with the initial theory suggesting carbon monoxide poisoning. However, after inspecting the gas pipes and potential hazards, the company found no issues or signs of a leak. The investigation is ongoing, with authorities continuing to collect evidence and await the results of the autopsies and toxicology tests. Authorities are determined to uncover the truth behind the tragic and mysterious deaths of Gene Hackman and Betsy Arakawa. They are continuing to investigate what truly happened in their final days and whether any unusual details surrounding their deaths might uncover a deeper mystery. One of the key points is the condition of their bodies, which showed clear signs of decomposition. This has raised numerous questions about the timing of their deaths and the exact cause of death. Some believe the deaths may have been caused by natural causes, an accident, or something self-inflicted, while others suspect that something more unusual may have taken place. When investigators arrived at the scene, they found the front door of the house wide open. This raised concerns about whether they had left the door open themselves or if someone had entered or exited before the police arrived. These questions remain unanswered, deepening the mystery. Gene Hackman was found in a small room near the back door, seemingly having fallen with his cane and sunglasses lying nearby. Betsy Arakawa was found in a bathroom on the opposite side of the house, where a broken heater and scattered medications were found on a table, alongside an open bottle of pills. Three pets were found in the house, two of which were still alive, while the third had died inside a cardboard box. The discovery of the dead dog led investigators to suspect that food and water may have run out a long time ago, particularly since the dog in the box showed clear signs of hunger and thirst. This supports the theory that the couple may have passed away several days or possibly even weeks before they were discovered. Experts note that when a body is exposed to dry, warm air for an extended period, the skin can become hard or stiff, a process that generally takes anywhere from a few days to a few weeks. The condition of the house at the time remains unclear, but the presence of a heater near where Arakawa's body was found suggests that the air in the house may have been drier, possibly speeding up the decomposition process. Authorities have ruled out carbon monoxide poisoning as a cause, since the gas company found no signs of a leak. A post-mortem examination revealed no signs of trauma or evidence of foul play. However, investigators are keeping all possibilities open, including the theory of a double suicide. There were no signs of violence, and in cases like this, people often leave a note or arrange their surroundings in a certain way, but that was not the case here. The case remains unsolved, leaving many unanswered questions. Another theory is that the couple may have chosen to end their lives together, possibly due to health complications. In such cases, it is common for individuals to overdose together, but since they were found in separate rooms, this theory doesn't seem entirely convincing. Another possibility is that one of them may have died first, possibly due to a fall, illness, or overdose, and the surviving spouse, unable to bear the loss, followed suit. If Hackman had fallen in his room, Arakawa might have found him and used medication in an attempt to treat herself. However, this remains unclear and will require toxicology test results to determine if any substances played a role in the cause of death. Additionally, some investigators are considering environmental factors, such as the possibility of severe dehydration or exposure to harmful elements. Experts are also reviewing their medical history to see if underlying health issues may have contributed to their sudden deaths. With no clear answers, investigators are sifting through potential clues, including analyzing samples from their bodies. This could take several weeks or even months to yield results. Authorities are also analyzing phone records, emails, and medical history to identify any unusual activity in the days preceding their deaths. Some have speculated about the possibility of a third party being involved, though there are no signs of forced entry or struggle. However, the fact that the front door was left open raises questions about whether someone was inside the house, though it's unclear if they were a visitor or had malicious intent. Investigators are still working to uncover the truth. The cause of death for Gene Hackman and Betsy Arakawa remains uncertain. Whether it was a tragic event, an accident, a deliberate choice, or something else entirely is still an open question. Until medical tests provide more clarity, speculation will continue. With so many unanswered questions, their deaths remain a mystery. Perhaps their loved ones will shed more light on the circumstances surrounding this. Gene Hackman's daughter, Elizabeth Jean Hackman, told TMZ that she believes carbon monoxide poisoning could have caused her father and Betsy's deaths. She noted that despite being 95, her father was in good health and had no known medical issues before his passing. She speculated that a gas leak or carbon monoxide exposure might have played a role. She also emphasized that even at his age, her father stayed active with regular Pilates and yoga sessions multiple times a week to maintain his health. Regarding Betsy Arakawa, Gene Hackman's daughter, Leslie, described her as a devoted and caring partner who always looked after her father. She noted that Betsy was incredibly attentive to his well-being and constantly ensured he was in good health. Leslie also shared that her father deeply loved Betsy and that their marriage was filled with happiness. She expressed immense gratitude for Betsy's presence in his life and profound sorrow over her passing. The story of Gene Hackman and Betsy Arakawa's deaths continues to draw attention, and the lingering questions about what truly happened will only be answered once test results are released. Elizabeth is one of Gene Hackman's 3 children from his first marriage to Faye Malt. The couple married in 1956 and divorced in 1986, and Faye Malt passed away in 2017. Hackman later married Betsy Arakawa in 1991. After retiring from Hollywood, he led a largely private life and rarely made public appearances, with one of his few sightings being at a comedy show in the same city. Gene Hackman's daughter, Elizabeth, and his granddaughters, Leslie and Annie, were heartbroken over his passing. In a statement, they said, "With heavy hearts, we share the sorrowful news of the passing of our father, Gene Hackman, and his wife, Betsy. To millions, he was a legendary actor, but to us, he was simply a beloved father and grandfather. This loss leaves a void that words cannot express, and we are deeply devastated." Many celebrities have also honored Hackman's legacy, including Clint Eastwood and Morgan Freeman. Eastwood, who directed and starred alongside Hackman in the 1992 film Unforgiven, praised him as one of the most talented actors of all time, known for his authentic, powerful, and flawless performances. "He was a dear friend, and I will miss him deeply," Eastwood shared. The passing of Gene Hackman is still a shock to many, but his impact on the film industry will last. Starting from humble beginnings, Hackman rose to become one of Hollywood's greatest actors, leaving a legacy that will be remembered for generations. Let's dive in and explore the legendary career of Hackman and the timeless legacy he has created. Hackman started his acting career in California at the prestigious Pasadena Playhouse, although not everyone believed in his potential. Some colleagues and industry insiders even thought he had no chance of making it. However, Hackman didn't give up. He kept pursuing his passion and proved his true talent at Pasadena. During this time, he formed a lasting friendship with Dustin Hoffman, one of Hollywood's biggest stars. However, Hackman's early days were anything but easy. Despite attending countless auditions, he was often rejected for his appearance and acting abilities. But he didn't give up. With persistence, Hackman continued to seek opportunities, performing in theater plays and taking on small roles in television shows and films. With each experience, he honed his craft. His hard work and dedication eventually paid off. Hackman's first film role was in Lilith, but it was Bonnie and Clyde that really launched him into stardom. Portraying Clyde Barrow, he gave a powerful, nuanced, and natural performance that earned him an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor. His role in Bonnie and Clyde not only made him famous, but also cemented his status as one of Hollywood's biggest stars. Hackman delivered one of the most iconic performances of his career when he portrayed Detective Popeye Doyle in William Friedkin's The French Connection, 1971. This role marked a pivotal moment in his career as Hackman portrayed a tough yet deeply complex character grappling with moral dilemmas and danger. His performance earned him the Academy Award for Best Actor and had a lasting impact on many crime films that followed. After The French Connection, Hackman continued to take on prominent roles in his career. In 1974, he collaborated with director Francis Ford Coppola on The Conversation, where he played Harry Call, a surveillance expert struggling with guilt and loneliness. This role allowed Hackman to display a deep emotional range, and the film was nominated for Best Picture at the Academy Awards. Critics praised his performance, considering it one of the standout roles of his 1970s career. Hackman also starred in other notable films, including Scarecrow, 1973, where he appeared alongside Al Pacino. The film, which explores themes of friendship and isolation, was enhanced by the powerful chemistry between Hackman and Pacino. In 1978, Hackman took on a standout and challenging role as Lex Luthor in Superman, where he faced off against Christopher Reeve. Rather than playing a typical villain, Hackman cleverly crafted a Luthor who was both humorous and memorable, offering a fresh take on the classic villainous archetype. This role highlighted Hackman's versatility as an actor, proving that he wasn't just successful in dramatic roles, but could also deliver playful performances that left a lasting impression on audiences. Hackman's portrayal of Luthor became iconic, cementing his place in the legacy of the Superman films. Despite his flourishing career, Hackman faced health challenges along the way. In the 1990s, when he was in his 60s, he underwent major surgery to reduce the risk of a heart attack. The coronary bypass procedure cleared blocked arteries, and fortunately, he received timely treatment before the situation became critical. After the surgery, Hackman continued his career, remaining dedicated to the film industry and leaving behind a lasting legacy in Hollywood. His resilience, both professionally and in overcoming health struggles, further solidified his status as one of the greats of cinema. In a 2004 interview with Larry King, when asked about his fears regarding the procedure, Hackman calmly replied, "I wasn't really scared. I knew it was serious, which might be why I wasn't too worried." The procedure went smoothly, and he was discharged the same day. Hackman also shared that his health was more of a concern to him than death, and that at that time, The most important thing to him was taking care of his family. In 2009, Hackman revealed in an interview that his health was the primary reason he decided to retire from acting. "My heart just couldn't handle the stress anymore," he said. After retiring, Hackman found happiness in a peaceful life with his wife, enjoying activities like horseback riding, fishing, and painting. He also co-authored 3 history books and a crime novel, Weston. This marked a turning point in his life, as he found new joy and creativity without the pressures of his previous career. Do you believe the passing of Gene Hackman and his wife, Betsy Arakawa, was due to natural causes? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching. We hope you found this video interesting. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any future videos. We'll see you in the next one, where we'll continue sharing fascinating stories about famous stars.